Where's all the perverts at? Where's all the perverts at? Hey, where's the perverts at? Oh, hello. How you doing? How are you going? I'm doing laundry today. I'm getting through all the stuff that I've worn of late. Got around to washing it, and now I'm bagging it, but bagging it might be a bit noisy. Hello all. I'm feeling proper ranty today. I've not been on here for a bit because it's been about 3 weeks because I've been so busy, and then I got ill. But yeah, I'm here. And tonight is coming to you live with a bottle of Baileys because it's that time of year, isn't it? Ho ho ho. So we've now stepped into the season of goodwill. Hi all joining, and yeah, we're in this. I think we can officially say have we touched on Christmas season yet? So anyway, I just find it a good excuse to start drinking Baileys early. And anybody that knows me knows that Christmas is a time to eat Cocoa Pops with Baileys instead of milk. It's my favourite Christmas cheer. So how is everybody? How are you all? Yeah, big fluffy hugs to you too. Yeah, I'm feeling ranty. I've not been on here for a bit. I thought we could have a little chat about all the things that I've been up to over the last 3 weeks. You can, oh no booze, recovering from leg surgery, no, boo. Yeah, I thought we could I'll tell you all inside information about all the places I've been in the last 3 weeks, and I have been to some places, I can tell you. I've had pies, loads, but yeah, lots to talk about. So anybody on here that was at the Libidex sale? Let's start at the Libidex sale because that was roughly about the last time that I saw you all. Anybody was at the Libidex sale? I'm interested to know what you thought about the Libidex sample sale, and I'll tell you what I thought about the Libidex sample sale. So I had a Friday 11 AM ticket. Amethyst, of course you were there, and I had a 11 AM ticket. I got there at 9 o'clock with my partner in all things crime, Latex, wrapped in rubber, and we weren't even first in the queue at 9 o'clock. There was 2 other people in front of us, a guy who had come all the way from Denmark, and I wish I could remember his name. He was very lovely, and Maz, which some of you may know, and he was they were in front of me in the queue. So we hang about, and the queue got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then all the people that had tickets for 11 o'clock got joined, went in. So we all got let in a bit at a time. All I've got to say is as soon as I got into that sample cell, I was like a crackhead in a trap house. It all went to shit. I know I should have slept overnight on the street. I was up at the crack of, I was like in a hotel round the corner with wrapped in rubber. I was up at 6 o'clock, lunges, come on, get ready, we're gonna do this. Ooh, fight the people. Yeah, get in there, get the bargains, push them out the way. Yeah, mine. I was ready, I was souped up, I was proper ready for chaos, man. I had stretches and everything. Gone in, what happens? I become overstimulated by all the latex around me and become like a startled rabbit in a headlight. I can't even think. I couldn't even think. Hi all joining. So everywhere I looked was latex. Before I went in, I had a really clear plan in my head. Catsuits, corsets. That was about it. Was it? Catsuits, corsets. Yeah. I thought, that's what I need to focus on. Got in there, what happens? I just see latex everywhere. Latex. And all my plans and my military operation, thank you for saying I look good today. All my plans and my military operation went out the window, and I went into startled rabbit syndrome. And I was just like, oh, and everybody's like in the way, pushing. oh, I've got to the cat suits and it's like, oh, everybody's like trying to, and because I'm a medium with the rest of the whole world. Oh look, I've just seen somebody ask if I like Westward Bound and Breathless latex. That's a whole different conversation. I'll go, yay, Breathless, boo, Westward Bound, but I'll tell you why maybe later. But anyway, I went straight for the cat suits, medium. Whole world's a medium, isn't it? So there's about, I don't know, 10 of us all fighting over a section like this. Arr, arr. I'm just like, do you know what? I'm just taking everything. Mediums. Go for it. Then it was like, I turn around and I suddenly realised I should have gone for the corsets first. Everybody's fighting over corsets because that's big value stuff. Everybody's on the corsets, grabbing shit. To be honest, it was like chaos. I couldn't think straight. And I was just like, were you were right with people reselling, yeah, Libidex on eBay. Yes, I was right, I told you. So that leads me on to somebody that I was with that was in the queue with me told me afterwards that they witnessed a gentleman walk straight into the Libidex sale, go straight up, and if you're on here and this is you, shame on you, walk straight up to the cat suits, didn't even look, just picked up a whole section of cat suits, don't matter what size, what they look like or anything, chucked them in their IKEA bag, moved on to the next bit, off the rail, chucked them straight down to the till, paid, gone. Where do those cat suits end up? eBay. Not even 24 hours later. That afternoon, there they are, on eBay. So the average cat suit was about, and you lot are going to throw up at this, was about 60 to 80 pounds for a cat suit in the sample sale. They were on eBay by the afternoon for 250 quid. And I looked the next day and people he'd sold some. So people had bought them for 250 quid. And yeah, fuck that person. That is just, wow. I mean, it just ruins it, doesn't it? It just fucking takes the piss. It's just like, shame on them. Shame on them. So yes, I did blast people the week after on Instagram and socials about people that did that. I did name and shame their eBay and put it on there because it just fucking takes the piss, doesn't it? It takes the fucking piss. Pardon my French, German, Italian. You know, I mean the sample sale, right? So what is it? 20 quid for a ticket. And when you go in there, you know, you get in there and there's loads of bargains. Look, I'll give you an example. Let me show you. So let's see stuff I've worn. So this is one of those hoods. Do you know the ones that are like, it's an accessory. I'll probably be able to put this on now properly, but you know, like on the shoulders, and it's a hood attachment. Now I've got a feeling they're normally about 90-ish pounds. That was 20 quid. Harnesses. So you know, that's leg harnesses. That's normally around, what, 80, 90 quid? That was £20. What else? Anyway, you get the gist. Cat suits were like 60 quid. I got a corset that was like, I think it was about 70 quid. So it was all cheap. It was utterly nuts. And so it was, yeah, it was wow, it was good. But then you do get people in there who take the piss. So it was a bit annoying. I'm just trying to read the messages that's come up. Yeah, if only they could check at the door if you actually wear latex. Exactly. I don't know how they could do that. So the other thing is, I think there's people in this world that can't afford latex. Do you know what I mean? It is, not being funny, but it's an expensive person hobby, isn't it? You don't often see cheap latex. So there should be I would prefer it if even I got banned and people on low income got in. Do you know what I mean? And like, make it fair for people. Give an opportunity to people that can't afford it, or the next generation, or whatever. Let them have a go at going in there. Or somebody did say in a group, limit the amount you could buy, and I was like, they said limit it to 10 pieces. No, you could not limit it. I bought 22 pieces But I came in under budget of what I thought I was gonna spend. I've got to be honest. So I went in there. I always tell you how much I had in mind. Okay, so I went in there with a budget in my head of £2,000, £2,000, and I spent 1,100. So I bought 22 items. So I don't think that's bad going. I'm waving at Latex Cindy. Anyway, yeah, 22 items, £1,000. Listen, I don't have £1,000. I live in debt. I am the credit card queen. I am like hand to mouth, baby. That's how I roll. And you know what I always say, and you've probably heard me say this a billion times before, is debt dies with you. Oh. I'll take it to the grave with me, but I'll have a brilliant latex wardrobe in the process. So yeah. So anyway, so that was the Libidex sale. Chaos, yes. Cheap prices, yes. They had obviously mass-produced a load of stuff just for the sale, i.e. skater skirts and things like that. There was a couple of pieces I bought that were bargains but damaged. So you win some, you lose some. And I bought a catsuit that said it was a medium. When I put it on, I think it was probably a small petite, but labelled as a medium because it didn't even. I was like trying to. It wouldn't even get up to here. So it was obviously. I'm 5'8" by the way, so 5'8" medium, and it was basically a small petite that I was trying to wedge myself into, and that did not work, to say the least. So anyway, so that's the Libidex sale. So hello all you perverts that are joining me. I call you perverts, but we're the normal ones really, aren't we? It's everybody else. It's everybody else that's the weirdos. That's what I say. Oh yeah, no, I think your medium, if you've ordered it off the website, will be fine. It was obviously wrongly labelled, so I wouldn't worry about it. I've only once had something from Libidex that was blatantly the wrong size when I've ordered it straight. So yeah, and they were really quick to change it as well. So even if it doesn't fit, send it back, ask for a change. Their customer service is actually alright. So even though I slag off Libidex no end, I'm actually saying, well, I slag them off because I see them as the H&M, the Primark, maybe not Primark, but the H&M, Marks and Spencers of the latex world. They're good for your basics, but if you want something fancy, they're not the ones. Anyway, so that's the Libidex sale. So, what happens on the same weekend as the Libidex sale? Torture Garden, Halloween starts. Woo! So, yeah, no returns on sample sale stuff. Yeah, so that's true. Well pointed out, Amethyst. If you buy anything from the sample sale, you cannot take it back. But apparently, you can stick it on eBay and get 250 quid for it. So, rock on. So there we go. So yeah, TG Halloween. Oh, before that, I'll tell you what happened as well. Before that, I was doing a photo shoot. So the Libidex sale was on the Friday night. Saturday afternoon, I was doing a photo shoot on the London Underground in full latex, head to toe, hood, pleasers, catsuit, the whole shebang. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to put on one of my brand new catsuits. So I got one of my brand new catsuits, got it on. I thought, yeah, baby, I'm looking hot in my new catsuit. Got my biker jacket on, put my hood on. I went down to the underground in my trainers, by the way, because I can't walk in my pleasers from the hotel to the underground. So I got there, and it was with the Agency of Strange Behaviour, who had come over from Germany. So I was very excited about this shoot because I think his work is fantastic. So I really love it. So I was very excited, very pleased that he wanted to shoot me. Very excited that it was on the London Underground because it feels like that's representing the UK. Whoop, whoop. So I'm looking what I think is $1 million in my latex catsuit and all my bits. Got everything on. I've got all my harnesses. I've got all my pleasers on at this point. I've got down to King's Cross. I've bung my pleasers on, you know, great big flamingo ones. I'm like towering across the universe, you know, stopping traffic, stopping all the people are staring, and I just think, you know, oh, and it was 5 p.m. at this point, 5 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. Everybody's staring, you know. What have you got at King's Cross? You've got what's that Harry Potter platform? Is it 9.5, 6.5? You say you've got all the kids queuing up for Harry Potter, like, yay Harry, yay Harry, oh Harry Potter. And then I walk past, like, la 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 la, all like Latex, like, hi kids. Anyway, so Steph, who's the Agency of Strange Behaviour, wanted to go and do the shoot in a particular tunnel in St Pancras, which, if you've seen my photos, is that green tunnel. So I'm there, bull whip, the whole shebang. So I'm like, yeah, bang, bang, bang. What does it? And he says, squat. So I've squatted. What happens? Whoop. My whole arse popped out the back of the bloody catsuit. Literally, as I've squatted, it's ripped. Sample cell quality, baby. Ripped. I'm standing at 5 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon in the centre of London, in St Pancras train station, full latex, with my arse hanging out the back. Oh my God. So he says, what do you want to do? So I'm thinking, this guy's come all the way from Germany. I've got no backup outfit out here. And I just went, carry on. Just carry on. At this point, I got no shame or dignity. Carry on. So I just carried on. So there's me in St Pancras. Then he says, oh, should we go and do some shoots on the escalator down at Angel? So I've had to get a coat, wrap it around my waist, get all the way, I've got the train and everything, like dressed like this, but with a coat wrapped around my middle. Got to the escalator, whipped the coat off. So those shoots that you might see on my Instagram where I'm either coming up or going down, from behind, my arse is fully hanging out. So everybody coming down the escalators on either side as I'm going up, all they can see is me, like, brah, but my bum from behind. So it was pretty awful. And then I got onto the actual tube, and with all the moving about, which you'll see on there, it ripped and ripped and ripped, and then suddenly it ripped. And it wasn't just at this point my arse hanging out. Bearing in mind, on the cat suits you don't tend to wear any underwear. There am I on the northern line, going south, heading down south with good one, St Pancras. Yeah, with full on, you know, everything out on the northern line on a Saturday afternoon, you know, fronts, backs. At that point I was like, yeah, I enough now. So yeah, I fully ripped a sample cell catsuit, so that's one gone. Although I have dropped it off, I've left it with Filth Latex in the Netherlands in the hope that he can fix it, but it's a translucent one, so I'm feeling it's not going to look too great when it's fixed. But yeah, that's the joys of, you know, squatting too quickly in a catsuit. My mistake, I should have gone for a medium tall, not just a medium, because there's no movement room. So yeah, so I have at this point now, in full, you know, fetish wear, I have at this point now flashed my, on a Saturday afternoon in central London, with the kids, the youth, and the parents. Do you know what though? Nobody said anything awful to me. I was down there. Yeah, at least I got a shoot out of it, this is true. Do you know though, I was down in the underground for about, I don't know, a couple of hours. Not one person said anything bad. You know, and I'm dressed like this. Nobody. Maybe I scared them. Maybe it was the bullwhip. But yeah, nobody, everybody. In fact, people were like, yeah, you look great, yeah. You know, clapping and stuff like that. So I thought, yay, London. Go London. Because I'm sure it didn't used to be that free. So yeah, so that was the photo shoot. Who went to Torture Garden then over the Halloween? There was 5 events in all, 4 in London, 1 in Edinburgh. Who went? Anybody go? Shout outs. I went to the one at Scala, well, one of the ones at Scala. And I went after the photo shoot, so I had to come home, get changed, and get into another cat suit. Went to the one at Scala, Torture Garden. Right, this is when I'm start being a bit, honest. I went to the Torture Garden. I did not enjoy it. Oh, hang on a minute. Just pause, stop, and have a look at who is joining the rooms. Hang on. Is that Dommy Mommy that I bought my... Are you Dommy Mommy that I've got my fantastic set from? Or are you a different Dommy Mommy? Or, and, just stop another minute, Wrapped in Rubber has entered the building. Oh my God. We are honoured. We are honoured to have a British latex designer in the house. Whoop, 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 whoop. Anyway, back to Torture Garden Halloween. Who went? And who enjoyed it? Because I didn't. I went to Scala. Now, what I did here is now I should have known because I don't like Scala anyway. So Scala as a venue is I don't like. No, if I'm drinking Baileys, it's Christmas already, isn't it? So yeah, so I don't like Scala. I don't like Scala anyway. I went to Scala. Maybe you're coming. I went to Gregorian end of this year. Oh, I went there. Yes, hello, Fetish Dreams. Maybe. Let's see what happens. So yeah, maybe I might turn up. I love events, so I'm always on the move around the UK and Europe. Anyway, so I went to Scala. I hate Scala as a venue anyway. Right. What I will say about Torture Garden is us fetish people owe Torture Garden a huge big thank you for bringing fetish to our lives, because for a lot of people it was how we discovered fetish, and it might even have been the first times that we wore latex, or we felt like we met the people that that we feel most comfortable with. So yes, we are thankful. Cheers to Torture Garden. However, what I will say is the last 3 that I've been to, they're not fetish, are they? They're fancy dress discos. They've become fancy dress discos. So, and I'm sure that there's some people here that still love them. And what I will say is Torture Garden Berlin, I always have the time of my life. I love it there. I've not been to the LA one or the Italian one, but yeah, it seems to be full of a lot of people wearing Sheen outfits. Bought off Sheen, like PU harnesses and I don't know, like PVC, stuff like that. So yeah, it wasn't enjoyable. I lasted about, I want to say an hour and a half. Torture Garden Halloween is full of tourists, vanilla tourists it is. Well, actually, that's what I would say, is when I went there looking like this, I did feel at times that I was like an animal in the zoo and the tourists were there to watch me, because you do get a lot of people that are just standing there watching, like staring, and that's not fun. I did hear though that the Torture Garden that was the following week at Electroworks, which I like Electroworks, was a lot better. So I'm hopeful that it was just the one I went to, but yeah, I was done after an hour and a half. I mean, can you imagine going to Torture Garden for an hour and a half? Like, what the actual hell? Like, yeah, disappointed. So yeah. So my Saturday consisted of ripping a brand new catsuit and then going to a terrible event. So, but then I think to myself, I go to a lot of events, right? So I do go to a lot of events, almost every other fortnight. I go all over Europe. So the problem is now, it's like the benchmarks have been set at different levels. So it's easy to like end up thinking something shit when actually it might be good. I don't know. You tell me, people, what you think. I did see a comment a minute ago that it's not like it used to be, sort of thing. So yeah, but I am looking forward to Torture Garden Berlin. So if any of you are German or in the area, you should come to Torture Garden Berlin with me and the rest of the universe. You should come and have some fun in Berlin with us, because that is a brilliant weekend. Because on the Friday night everybody goes to Kit Kat and we all take over Kit Kat, and then Saturday we go to Torture Garden Berlin and we all have a fantastic time, and we all stay in hotels nearby, and we, have a good laugh and go and see a bit. Yes, and it does seem, after Torture Garden Berlin, the London events do seem very lame. They do seem very lame. And I hate to say it, that not unfortunately, it's good for you Europeans that are on this live, that the rest of Europe seems to be doing fetish far better than the UK. I mean, you are, aren't you? You are. It doesn't matter what I think. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, come to Berlin, everybody. Come, yes. And I'm not even being paid by them. I'm not promoting them. I'm just saying, if you want a proper good time, that's not the same. No, it's not the same as GFB. So GFB is the German Fetish Ball, and that's later on. So next year, get your calendars ready. I'll give you the low. Here we go. Are you ready? So, where should we start? You've got Rubber Revolution in the UK on Valentine's night. This is what I'm going to anyway. Sod you lot, I'll tell you what I'm doing. So, Rubber Revolution, 14th. Torture Garden Berlin. That's February the, I want to say 28th. March is Essen, EFM. Is it not? Or is that April? It's around that time anyway. So you've got the Easter Fetish Meet. So that's EFM. Tickets go live. Oh, I'm not going to tell you because there's so few. They might sell out really quickly and then we'll all miss out. So next Wednesday, but I didn't tell you that. So yeah, so that's is that March or April? Anyway, and then GFB is Rubber Bunch in Amsterdam. That's March. Get yourself there. Went to that the other week. That was good fun. And then yeah, you've got the GFB, which is in May, which is also good fun. That's Wednesday till Sunday, and lots of event every single night, with freaks like us every night. So yeah, lots of fun. Easter in Bredene. What's that? I don't know what that is. So what is this? I need to know immediately. So yeah, there's lots going on. Oh, lockdown happened. Get yourself to GFB this year. It's good fun, and you meet lots of people, and there's lots of people that go on their own. You don't feel like, this is the other thing about this community. This is why I love this community, is you can turn up to any event on your own. You don't even need to be with a partner or friends or anything. You always meet people. You always find your crowd. So yes, turn up, go, and you can have lots of fun. So that was I was talking about events. So that's the calendar so far. I want to go to the Fetish Factory in Florida. I do, but it always falls at the same time as GFB in May, and because all our friends, because it's Europe, go there, I always go to that. But one year I will. I want to go to the Montreal one as well at some point. That looks like it could be lots of fun, so I want to do that too. So yes, so that's the events. What other events should I be going to? Are there other events that we can turn up to? Oh, hello, latex photographer. I haven't seen you for a long time. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so that's the events. If you've got any other events that you think, oh, I want to go to Manifest in Copenhagen next year as well. That's my other one that I want to get to, Manifest. So I will be doing that one too. So that's the list. So anyway, after a disastrous Halloween torture garden where an hour and a half, it took me longer to get my shit out of the cloakroom than it did the time I spent in the actual event. That's how. Oh, passenger princess, of course you can always be my shotgun. You're the best. So yes, I have a passenger princess now. There's only one person that can be my passenger princess who now any driving events that I will go on across Belgium, France, Amsterdam, whatever. If I'm going in the car, I have a passenger princess. So that's Jack's doll, who bigs me up on my driving. Makes me feel like I'm really good at driving on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, that's right. So anyway, after the Halloween, I woke up Sunday and I decided to go to LAM. So do you know the is it London Alternative Market? Is that what LAM stands for? I'm pretty sure it is. London Alternative Market. I went there. Oh look, here's what I bought. Some of you will like this. Some of you will hate this. So it's the alternative market. So it's the kind of place where you go. You get whips, floggers, smacky things, hitty things, hurty things, proddy things. You know. Anyway, look. Wait. Hey, I'm not doing much of my tidying up, my latex laundry. Anyway, look, I bought this, it comes in a box. I'll do a big reveal. There. This is like, you won't see this on Temu, I can tell you. Or on you won't see this on Instagram, on a reel. Let me tell you that. Dun, 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 dun. What's in the box? What's in the box, you ask? What in the name of sooty is that, I hear you ask? Look at that. Look at that bad boy. I wish you lot could feel the weight of that. I mean, look at it. I mean, look, just to check the size, look, it's bigger than my head. That bonk could do some serious damage, I'm telling you. I mean, what's that? What is this? Do you need me to explain what that is? What does it look like? A bloody spear? It is. I showed it to one of my vanilla friends who thought it was part of a curtain rail that I'd snapped. I mean, which made me think I'd just spent £45 on a broken curtain rail. But anyway, it is quite a drumstick. I tell you what though, I thought I'm going to keep this next to my bed because if anybody breaks into my house, I'm going to smash that fucker around the head with that. Go on, see yourself die with that round your chops. Explain that one in A&E, mate. Anyway, so I bought that, and it is proper. It's proper hefty. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is a bit of a paperweight. I could use it as a paperweight, so I got that, and I got this as well. But it's to go on top of my out. So it'll go on top of gloves. It's a bit big for me. Out. Can you see it? Prickly little fucker that is. Yeah, that's a prickly little sucker. So yeah. So I got 2 instruments of torture. I mean, what do you think of that? Them apples. I mean, that actually. I mean, it hurts to actually say. What brand is my latex hood? This is, well, My Bee Rubber. It's from My Bee Rubber, who I adore. Rubber heart. Who, by the way, have got a Black Friday deals. We've got Black Friday coming up, and My Bee Rubber are doing a Black Friday deal, I think from the 28th to the 31st. So if you're thinking about buying new hoods, just get yourself onto My Bee Rubber. Latex Nemesis are as well, but My Bee Rubber I adore. Anyway, yes. So yes, this is for perforating paper, you know, or other things. So yeah, they were my 2 purchases from Lamb. So yes, I've yet to use them, so they're clean, no signs of use. But yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna find a willing victim. Wow, mind you, this is definitely a 2-hander, isn't it? I'll leave that there for you to think about. So yeah, so Lamb was good, lots of stuff. Oh yeah, I don't want to rip any more latex. So Lamb was good. Got lots of bits and pieces. Saw some folks there and now. Saw lots of wacky things. Wish I hadn't spent so much at the Libidex sale so I could buy more wacky things. And then left. So then that was Lamb. So then, anybody else go to Lamb? Anybody else go there? So then that was Lamb on the Sunday, and then I had to go to do some vanilla work the next couple of days. You know, girls got to eat pot noodles. And then I flew out to Amsterdam. So I went to Amsterdam, and because I was going to Rubber Bunch on the Saturday night. So, but before Rubber Bunch, and I'm going to say this word really wrong and show my ignorance and stupidity, but I went to Latex, had a, how do you say the word? Atelier, where they open their studios, and drinks, snacks, latex for sale. Oh my god, I fell in love with so much stuff. I loved it. I love Limit Latex. I absolutely adore them. So I went to Limit Latex to their studios, and they had stuff, not a lot, but they had stuff for sale. And I wish I could remember their names, but they are Ateli. Is that how you say it? So yeah, Limit Latex, went there, saw lots of stuff that I wanted, tried on lots of stuff, bought some hoods, bought 2-3 hoods, bought a dress. Oh, let me see if I can find the dress. It's here somewhere. And then you can see something that I bought. Bear with. Look at this. I love it. Oh, I've got it a bit creased. Not good. Look, how cute am I? I'm gonna wear this, but look, it's got zips. Zips on the tits, baby. Zips on the tits. So how cute is that? So I've got a little apron, and I've got some white stockings and some white gloves and a white hood, and I'm just gonna look so cute. So I'm going to be all cutesy somewhere. So watch out for the cutesy look. And I bought some hoods, which were very nice, because you know I haven't got enough hoods. And yes, so then it was nice, but the more I drank, the more I bought. That was the problem, and they had quite a lot of alcohol, and unfortunately I drink quite a lot. So I drank, and I bought more and more and more. I do need a matching blue hood. I haven't actually got a blue hood. I was thinking about that the other day. I bought a purple one when I was there, and another red one. But yeah, I do need a blue hood. So I'm actually hanging out for the I'm hanging out for the Black Friday sales, because then I'm going to order some hoods and maybe a few outfits. Why not? It all goes on credit card, doesn't it? Bang it on a credit card. That's what they're there for. Manana. YOLO. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Who cares about debt? Debt's for other people when you're dead, not for you. So yeah, I do that thing where I've got 1,000 credit cards, so I just go and then I move everything around. And then I go and get another zero interest and transfer. And anyway, that's my accountancy. That's how I roll. That's how I go. Anyway, so yeah, so Limit Latex, went there, bought loads of stuff, had a lovely time, met lots of lovely people, had a gorgeous, beautiful time with them, met lots of nice friends in latex, and then went home, went back, and then the next day we had Rubber Bunch. How can one help you add more latex into your collection? Oh, I can always add more latex into my collection, trust me. I'm sure there's ways and means. Anyway, so then the next day it was Rubber Bunch, and before Rubber Bunch, I met with a load of us. Is Cindy still on here? There was a load of people that met up for a meal. We went for a meal before we went to Rubber Bunch, because in the restaurant right next door to Rubber Bunch, which is called, oh hang on, I want to say it's like, is it Humphreys? Harry's? What was it called? It was called Never Going Back Again. Hello Cindy. I don't think we're allowed back in, are we, Cindy? I don't think they want our types in there. So we went to, I think it's Humphreys. Anyway, I just want to say that I was told to cover up by a certain somebody who told me I can't go in there in full fetish gear. And what happens when I get told not to do something? It wasn't the food that was bad, it was the attitude, Amethyst. So it was so I covered up. So I had my cat suit on and everything. I had all my latex on, but underneath a very big t-shirt and a pair of big man's jeans. And I went in there. The food was good. It was just the attitude that stunk. So I went in there. A certain somebody who will remain unnamed turned up in their hood, even though they had told, this individual had told moi to cover up. That individual turned up in their hood and then unfortunately was asked to remove said hood. So by the restaurant, they didn't want that type of look in there, which you know, pros and cons to that. With paying customers, we can wear what we want, but they obviously didn't want their other guests to witness us in hoods. But what happened was they were clearly still upset by our looks, because by this point there was, I think there was 6 of us or 8 of us, and we were very latex wearing, and they clearly weren't happy with the way we looked. They were definitely shunning us. They were definitely very unhappy. And the table next to us, a couple, a middle-aged couple, obviously out for their, you know, Saturday evening restaurant meal. It might have even been their anniversary for all we know. Were clearly very upset that they were sitting next to a bunch of freaks. So, and I have a sense they may have complained, because out of nowhere, I mean, I don't know what you would call it. It was a tree. It was a tree. It was a section. It was a thing that they were using to section off, which was made of bark, made of tree, made of bark, and they basically placed it between us and the other guests, so that the other guests couldn't see us. I mean, yeah, a room divider. Yes, a room divider. Thank you. So it was a room divider made of tree, basically, which they placed between us and the other guests because we were clearly so offensive. Well, as you know, stuff like that brings out the worst in me. Brings out the absolute worst, because I'm like, what the actual fuckity fuck. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Rah. So I'm like, this is an infringement of my human rights. So at this point I was like, I'm ripping off my t-shirt, I'm ripping off my jeans, I'm in my full translucent latex in the middle of Humphreys, and I've got the whole fuck you Humphreys going on. I wear what I want to wear when I want to wear it. Shout out. I'm giving you a shout out. There's your shout out. Alright, you got one. Anyway, so I'm in Humphreys in full latex with other people. I won't name them for, sake, but it brings out the worst of me. So when the waiter came over, I asked if we had ordered a tree. I said, I don't remember ordering a tree. We didn't order a tree. Can you remove the tree? Can you take that away, please? So he awkwardly took away the room divider. And then there was a whole, lots of long tables where obviously there was a big party going on. And I don't know whether it was a birthday party, stag do or whatever, anyway. But there was these lads on the table. And one of them thought he was going to be brave and show off to his friends. He didn't know who he was messing with, did he? So he decided, he came over all slinky, as if, with all his mates like, yeah, go on, yeah, ooh, yeah. And he comes over with his drink and sidles up. And so I basically stood him up and smacked his fucking arse. So I just got him up, bent him over, in the middle of the restaurant, with everybody there. Because you know what? You thought you were going to show me up? I'm going to show you up, darling. So, I don't think he knew what hit him. And the whole restaurant was just like, what in the name of hell is going on? So I was there in my full outfit, with my catsuit, full makeup, all my harnesses, everything. Basically, smashing the arse of a perfect stranger in the middle of Humphrey's restaurant. Just crack on with it, innit? Crack on with it. So so that's how I deal with people that don't like our look in the middle of the restaurant. So I think half the restaurant were cheering like yay, and the other half were like no, orcs. But I don't care. He thought he was going to be clever, and I thought, no, I'm going to show you up, mate. I'm going to show you up. So anyway, that was quite funny. So we left Humphreys and we went to Rubber Bunch. And I know some of you have been to Rubber Bunch before. Some of you were there. Some of you were at Rubber Bunch. And it was great, wasn't it? Was it not really good? Was Rubber Bunch not really, really great? I had an awesome time at Rubber Bunch. I really, really, really enjoyed myself. It was a great event. Wasn't too big. It was like lots, just a good number, good music, good atmosphere, good vibe, good people, lots of smiley people, lots of happy people. It was very nice. It was a very nice event. Oh, just back to the Humphreys thing. Oh, and Yogi, yes, you were there doing your latex, your shining service. That was very useful. But I forgot to say, just back to the Humphreys thing, what I didn't realise until afterwards was that while we were in the restaurant, Lucifer Ramon had tried to come into the restaurant with his puppy, and you know what I mean with a puppy, with his dog, who was on all fours with full outfit, and apparently the restaurant didn't let animals in. They didn't want Lucifer Ramon in with his puppy, so he got sent away. So that restaurant must have been glad to see the back of us by the time we all left. But anyway, so Rubber Bunch was great. I loved it. I had a great time. If you get the opportunity to buy a ticket for March, come to Rubber Bunch in Amsterdam. Flights aren't even that expensive. I've noted that I saw a flight for £56. So with Ryanair, I saw that the other day. So for that price, you could fly in, go to the party, fly back out again. Bish bash bosh. 56 quid. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be there in March. I loved it. I had a great time, and I loved all the people, and I loved all the people that I met and all the people I had dinner with, and we should do dinner again. Probably not in Humphreys. before the next one because I enjoyed it. So yes, so that was Rubber Bunch. Yeah, it was really good. Yes, I had a great time. See, yoga does the shining service, and it's like a massage, and I just end up just chilling out. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, and it, like I said earlier, it makes a difference. Like to UK events, just you lot in the rest of Europe are just smashing us. No, I haven't been to the Fetish Factory Memorial Weekend. Oh, but Fetish Factory, is that Copenhagen? Wood? Is that what that is? I want to go to the Copenhagen Manifest, but I've not had a chance yet. It fell on my birthday last time, and I couldn't make it. So anyway, from Rubber Bunch, I came back from Rubber Bunch, and I've not been too well since then. But I thought, what time is it? Because I haven't even got onto my biggest rant yet. My biggest rant. UK Fetish Awards. Discuss. Oh, Fort Lauderdale. Oh, Florida. Yeah, no, I would love to go to that. UK Fetish Awards. Anybody there? Anybody go? I'll stay silent for a minute. So, UK Fetish Awards. They're not really fetish, are they? Bullshit, isn't it? I mean, listen, look, I am not taking it away. I'm not taking anything away from the people that won. I am not saying a word. Well done for your awards. However, the person that won Fetish Model is called PVC and Joy. PVC. PV fucking C. I mean, I'm sure she's a lovely girl and all, but it's not fetish, is it? PVC, is it? Or am I just too like, what's the word? I'm so embedded in the fetish latex BDSM scene that I've lost track of what actually is fetish. Is PVC fetish? I don't know. Help me. Help discuss. I was looking at the list of nominees. PVC is fetish. Is it fetish? Right, okay, that's me told. PVC is fetish. I've just lost track of I've just lost track of it all. I just live in the land of but I looked at the list of nominees and in all different categories. Leather, I'll give leather a fetish. PVC, I don't know. Anyway, I was looking at the names of the nominees in the categories, and bearing in mind, I've been knocking about for a little while. I've met a lot of photographers and models and people that are in the industry and stuff like that. I barely knew anybody. Barely knew any of the. Hang on, Alexa's doing my head in. Alexa, skip. Don't know what that is, love, but that was not music. Yeah. So, yeah, I hadn't even heard of half the people. And the people that won, like, when I looked at, like, so for instance, fetish photographer, when I looked at their portfolio, it looked like something they should be shooting for horse and hound or something, not fetish. That's just my opinion. When I saw who else was in the category, there were definite what I would class as fetish photographers in there. People that I would class as fetish photographers. Proper fetish photographers. Rubber Bandit, for instance, fetish photographer. So, yeah, Maz, fetish photographer. I don't know, I just think, like, I feel like there needs to be next year, when it's the UK Fetish Awards, I think that, is it mostly new people trying to build a profile? Do you know what it seems like to me? It seems like it's like Mean Girls. you know, where everybody's in their cliques and it's all your busy mates voting for you, and it's like people on OnlyFans begging, like, please vote for me, please vote for me. And actually, the cool kids wouldn't, you know, they're not wanting to be nominated. But I just thought, you know what, next year, I feel like we need to do a actual fetish takeover. Yeah, Maz won, best sub, yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, some of them, cool, I know who he is, but some of them, I mean, I've never even heard of. Like, and when I looked at their stuff, I was like, huh? Fetish? What? So anyway, I'm having a very careful rant about the UK Fetish Awards. Next year, I think we need to do a guerrilla takeover. I actually do. I think we need to turn up there in... Oh, Amethyst, how many people were there in full latex with hoods and everything? Like, I'm not saying this is the only thing in fetish, but I'm just interested to know how many people were there in not just fancy evening dresses, but actual, like, latex outfits. You know, like proper. Anyway, so we need to do a proper fetish takeover at the UK Awards next year and show what fetish is really about. Because I'm pretty sure that those people, a lot of those people, not all of them, but a lot of those people that were nominated in those categories, they are not core fetish. I would say a lot of them are doing it for money on OnlyFans, and I think there's a big difference. That's just my opinion. It doesn't have to be anybody else's opinion. I'm just telling you what I think. That's all that matters. Full latex with hoods, not many, mostly just dresses, a few cat suits, maybe 2 or 3 in hoods. There you go, my point. So, do you know what? I'm turning up next year to the UK Fetish Awards with, we should all go, a whole load of us. Let's just book up a whole section of the arena. We'll get one of the tables and we will just take it over. That's what I think. I just think we should take it over. I think we all need to, like, nominate, you know, for the fetish people, turn up there, give it some welling. I'll take my instruments of torture. Hey, look, I'm a majorette, like from the 80s. God, I've just found a new skill. What do you think about them apples? Anyway, so yeah, that's the UK Fetish Awards. So yeah, I was disappointed to see the nominations and some of the winners. Not all of the winners, some of the winners. And I just think we can do better than that. Oh, and the other thing is, another category, latex supplier or whatever it is. Who wins again? Libidex. Why does Libidex win? Because it is vanillas voting. It is people voting for what they know, which is the high street brand Libidex. Why is Libidex allowed to even be in the categories? Why? You know, like, they are the biggest retailer, but let's have a think about some of the other, like, UK, British latex designers who, you know, should be nominated. Seven Sins. I mean, let's have a look at some of their stuff they're doing lately. How amazing is their stuff? Like the laser cat stuff. How awesome is it? What else is there? There is Antidote Latex London. Their stuff. I just think there needs to be more variety. Doesn't there need to be more variety? Why are we letting people like do that? So yeah, it's kind of boring. When I saw Libidex have won again, I'm like, I mean, Latex 24/7, they win their category almost every year, but there's not much competition. So they what was it, for podcasts or something, or news, fetish news or something was their category? I don't know, but they don't have much competition anyway. Yeah, exactly. Why not a small latex company award? Exactly, that's what they should have. They should have like stuff like that. It would make more sense, and I'd be more willing to vote and join in. So yeah, so that's the UK Fetish Awards. Yeah. Catalyst, Black Sheep, Breathless. Yes, Breathless. Breathless. Where the bloody hell's Breathless? Have they won ever? Somebody should be doing their research here. Catalyst. Yeah. I mean, they're still big providers. Someone asked me earlier what I thought about Westward Bound. I've had some terrible orders off them of late, so I wouldn't vote for them. I think it's great that they're British and all of that, blah blah blah. But yeah, their orders, I don't know what's happened to them. They've gone a little bit downhill. There should be. I think there is a Latex podcast award, and I think it goes nearly every year to Latex 24/7. But I'm not dissing Latex 24/7 because actually their stuff is really good. It's just there's nobody trying to compete with them. There's not much to compete with them, so they just win year on year on year on year, which fair enough, fair dues. They're doing what they're doing. That's all good. It's all good. Which also reminds me is Latex 24/7 are putting together a Black Friday list. So they are actually pulling together a list of all the latex designers and companies and stuff that have got Black Friday sales on. D-Mask Amsterdam. Well, yeah. What did I buy in D-Mask? I've got that that reminds me, I've got the D-Mask hood. I've had on Vinted for ages. And I'll tell you what, it's brand new, hardly worn, can't get rid of it. What's wrong with it? I don't know. It's not hardly worn, never worn. It was too small for my Barnet fair hair. Yeah, there aren't many podcasts, are there? And you just said Lucy in Latex does one and a YouTube, and I've got a feeling she might have joined earlier on. Anyway, if you have, say hi. Yes, it's I mean, that's the thing, is what do people want to hear about anyway? What do people want to hear about on a podcast? Different designers, different places. Yeah. Anyway, the Black Friday list I'm looking forward to. Who knows any now? Can we shout any out? So we've got My Bee Rubber are doing discounts on hoods. Latex Nemesis, discounts on hoods. Filth Latex, so that's the guy in the Netherlands who is making those fucking adorable cat suits that I want, which is, I think it's called the Bromley cat suit, the one with all the zips. Have you seen it? Have you guys seen it? With all the zips on? Sort of punk vibes. God, I want one. Isn't it cool? Anyway, that's Dear Santa, for Christmas I would like a Bromley cat suit. Yeah, I think they're very cool. So yeah, it looks fab. Yeah, the latex gloves, that's another one. Anybody, who else is doing one? I did see. Even though I've just dissed Libidex, I know they're doing a Black Friday discount on Black Friday, so that'll be their 25% off for one day only on Black Friday. The girl in the shop told me that the other day. My ice has melted into my Baileys and it's all got a bit watery. So yeah, mind you, I've got to calm down. I've bought so much stuff. I bought so much stuff in the sale, Libidex sale, and then went limit latex. So I don't think I should be buying much more, really. I should be more careful in my spending. But there are things that I want. A blue hood, another white hood, a green biker jacket. What else do I want? I've got bits of outfits that I need to pull together. I've got so many bits of outfits that I need to pull them together. Oh, hang on a minute. I'll tell you who else is we should be nominating for a UK Fetish Award. Is Wrapped in Rubber, of course. Why did I not think of that? Wrapped in Rubber should be banging out one of her beautiful coats for us all. So we should be voting. Yeah, who else? Who else has got Black Friday deal on? I'll tell you who else has got stuff that I really like. This has been my reason for coming and seeing you guys in America, is because I want to go to Deadly Fetish. I want one of their harnesses. Do you know the ones I'm talking about? The ones that are just full on brilliant. I want one of them. But by the time you add on customs, thanks Trump, and everything else, postage and blah blah blah, it just makes it super expensive. So I'm just going to have to hang on. Does Tox Latex? Jane Doe. Oh look, Jane Doe. that reminded me, I was finding all my Jane Doe bows earlier. Yeah, I suddenly realised I've got loads of. I don't know why. I've got a whole selection of Jane Doe bows. So I'm sorting them all out. I'm in chaos. You lot have really distracted me today. I was supposed to be sorting out all my latex, getting it into, you know. Oh no, now I've got lipstick on it. Oh no, what a shame. Get it off quick. Hang on, clean it. Yeah, I need to clean some of this. That's my other problem I've got, is that, I know, I love Vex latex as well. I was really upset because, not my last trip to the Netherlands, the one before that, I ripped my Vex latex skirt. This is why I've got these great big long nails. However, I have been advised that there's a way that I can deal with my long nails, is to get dressed in like this. This is what I've been told to do when I get dressed. Ready for action. Because to cover up my long nails, if I'm trying to pull up a catsuit, I've been told that this is the way to do it. Get your marigolds on and start doing it like that. Ooh, might be selling some Vex stuff soon. Ooh. Well, I'm a medium and I love first refusal on everything. Because I love Vex stuff. I love latex. Anyway, so I've got my marigolds for getting dressed. But yeah, right. Well, you lot have seriously distracted me. Oh, Deadly Fetishes Canada, you're right, stupid me. That's right, you are right. You have very much distracted me, and I do need to go and start putting away some of this stuff. So let's have a final wave. Let's have a final how you all doing. Thank you very much for joining me. I've got harem pants to dust. I've got harem pants to, you know, get some talc on shit. You bad boys stick together so badly. I mean, how often do you go out in harem pants anyway? I look like, who's old enough to remember MC Hammer? Well, I look like MC Hammer in them. Anyway, I'm off to tout my MC Hammer harem pants. And thank you all for joining me. It's been a joy. And thank you. Oh, we're not gonna see you for a while. Oh, are you going away? Oh well. Yes, you have a good Christmas, whatever you do. If I don't see you before there. And if not, I'm sure I'll be back here in about 2 or 3 weeks, chatting away to you perverts about all things filthy, disgusting, and latex, and moaning about the universe, because that's what I do, moan about the latex universe. Alright, love you all, see you later, bye!